Hey, what's up, Street Talks? Eric from the Eric Street Photography blog. So one thing I wanted to talk to you really quickly about is this notion of anti-optimized living. So this is the thing. I think a lot of us in life, we're seeking this optimal strategy of living. We're trying to find the optimal schedule, the optimal routine, the optimal gadgets, tools, equipment, cameras, whatever. Optimal amounts of cups of coffee to drink and what times of the day, blah, blah. And I think this is the big issue with this kind of notion of optimized living. We just end up not living. So, for example, I think this is the modern day problem is a lot with this whole lifestyle fad. There's this platonic ideal that somehow there is an ideal lifestyle where we'll find the ideal happiness, the ideal productivity, and therefore the optimal life. But there's no such thing as an optimal life. Every single day is different. So for example, just look outside, it's kind of wet and shitty, right? So obviously a day where it's not bright and sunny, it's gonna change the way I feel, it's gonna change my mood, it's gonna change the way I see the world, it's gonna change my thoughts. And that's a good thing, because if you think about a life where it's perfectly optimized, it essentially means a life where there's 100% regularity, 100% predictability. And I don't think that's a life worth living. I think that's what people try to do with this optimized living. They try to squeeze out every single ounce of randomness and chaos out of our everyday lives because we're scared. Generally speaking, the more uncertainty there is in the world or our daily lives, I think most of us are scared. But I think if we truly desire to live a better life, I say fuck optimization, meaning treat every single day as a different day. There are certain days you're gonna wake up a little bit earlier, a little bit later. There are certain days you might want to go to the gym in the morning. Some days you want to go out the afternoon, sometimes at night. There are going to be certain days you're more productive. There's going to be certain days you're less productive. There's certain days you're in a good mood, certain days you're in a bad mood. And that's all part of life, and that's part of the game. And perhaps even the sources of our creativity come precisely from the fact that there isn't an optimized everything in life. And this is even one thing I realized about just being productive and creating artwork. If you realize there's no optimal conditions or situations or tools or anything, you're just gonna be more productive and happy. So even now, it's kind of loud outside. I'm recording this on a phone, and obviously it'd be optimal for me to be in the studio, but I'm just like, fuck it, I got some ideas I want to share with you right now. So why not just do this right now? So realize there's no ideal condition to send out email newsletters, no ideal situations to blog and post things. Just kind of treat every single day as it comes. And what I would actually say is try to maximize every moment of the day. So if right now you want to go to the gym, just go to the gym right now. It doesn't matter if, what time it is. There's even days where, optimally, I try to fast before lifting weights. But there's some days that I just don't have the opportunity. So I'll just have a big meal and I still want to lift weights. Even though it's at night, it might keep me up at night. I'll just go and lift it anyways. Or there's certain days where I know I probably shouldn't have a cup of coffee this late or have a cup of cocoa. It might fuck up my next day, but I'm like, screw it. Let me just do it right now. And it's helped me live, I think, generally a happier life, a more kind of carefree life. I think the French have this word, it's called insouciance, insouiance, which means just kind of live more carefree and let's not make our life into this nerdy, optimized, perfect lifestyle thing. Treat every single day as it comes, and let us seek to not worry so much about optimization life. Let's just seek to live the best life. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Peace out.